Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday. We both have off. We're hanging out in Pismo. I think we're gonna go do some surfing. Just checked out the webcam. It looks pretty sweet. So yeah, we had an awesome day of surfing yesterday. I wish we would have taken a GoPro because JC stood up for the first time. She was able to stand up on 4 waves. I got just pitted yesterday. I got barreled. It was so sick. The waves here are awesome. Got pitted. Yeah, we're gonna go surfing. So try and get some footy for the boys. Let's go. All right, we've got the wetsuits on. It's super cool because we can just put them on before we go walk down to the beach. Don't have to drive anywhere. Just walking. It's awesome. So yeah, let's go get some waves. Got surfboards on the porch. Super cool. Jason's got her wetsuit on. Sick. Surfboards.
All right, here we are. We are just walking down to the beach to go catch some waves from the house. We also went surfing yesterday and the waves were top notch, but we didn't bring the GoPro, of course. They are a little bit more crumbly today, but that's okay. They're still pretty fun. In this next clip, I actually left the sound on so that you could, really hear the power of the waves in this next bit. So that was Silas paddling out. Paddling out past the breakers is super exhausting. So then you just usually have to take a little break before you can start catching waves. Being out in the water is just really relaxing. We love the hills that are right by Pismo Beach. It's really pretty. So yeah, it's just super scenic. Just even sitting out there is just a really good time.
Like JC said, the waves weren't as good as yesterday. I kind of catch this one for a second, but it was a closeout. I just got dumped on here, but I caught it for like a second. But it was still a fun day.
In the next few clips, you will see me kind of catch a couple waves, kind of fall off some waves, but honestly, this is way, way, way better than I was ever doing in Carmel. These little breaker whitewash waves are great for beginners, so I've stood up quite a few times. Again, I've stood up and have been up on this board probably 10 times more than the last 3 months in Carmel, so making good progress. We'll be catching barrels by the end of our assignment here, I'm sure. On Saturday, we took a fun e-bike ride. We just left from our house and went up the road, headed north. There's a lot of different little beach neighborhoods and communities. So here we are just at one of the parks in one of the neighborhoods. Some cool sea cliffs, size pointing out some otters. You can't see them, obviously. It's not zoomed in enough, but there's some otters down there. And yeah, so we're just kind of riding around, stopping at different scenic points, looking at the sea cliffs, and enjoying a super nice day out. It was fantastic out. At the end of this bike path and neighborhood, the trail turns into some dirt. So we just hung out at this little scenic point here, took a couple pics, and then we headed back down the hill. We had a really, really pretty sunset walk with all three of us. I was down here for a few more days before Silas really got to be fully moved in, so this is us all going out for our first big evening walk. Jerry still loves the beach, big surprise. Here we are loading up the Chariot. We are gonna go fish at this little lake that Si saw on the map, so we're just exploring. We're not really sure what we're getting into, but there are supposed to be some fish over here. All right, we tried to go fishing. Thought maybe this would be some access, but it's actually, yeah, what do we call homeless people now? Unhoused person area. So we're gonna go see if we can ride our bikes back home via the beach. So fishing didn't work out, but instead of riding on that main road on the way back home, we just hit a beach access point and were able to ride our bikes along the beach. We've seen tons of people out bike riding and thought we should give it a try. So we didn't get to go fishing, but we ended up having an excellent afternoon, completely unplanned, of just riding around this scenic beach. At first we were heading in the direction of just going home, but that would have taken a total of like 5 minutes to get there, and I think we were just having a really good time, not quite ready to be done. So we headed the opposite direction towards some dunes down here. So yeah, we're just enjoying the afternoon. You can see a little bit of like marine layer fog set in, but it was still really pretty, and this was definitely a good activity to be out and about doing while the weather wasn't, beautifully sunny anyways. This was a really good time. Here we're trying to get Jerry to look at the horses because he really loves cows, so we wanted to see what he thought of the horses on the beach, but it took him a little bit too long to realize that they were there. He didn't really seem to care. Fun fact, this is the only beach in the state of California that you can drive on. So everyone's out here taking advantage of it. It also got pretty flooded during that last big super high tide. Just because you can drive on it doesn't mean you should drive on it. here is a van that looks just like ours, same make and model, and here it is getting towed out of the sand. We definitely wouldn't have brought our van down here because we know that she gets stuck in the sand because we ourselves have been stuck in the sand, but we just thought it was really funny to come across a big Dodge Ram van stuck in the sand. And then this is Jerry getting out and about. He gets to play and stretch his legs after being in his little chariot. And then this ambulance was cool. I mean, it's not cool that the ambulance is, you know, cruising down the beach, but it's super jacked up on big tires to reach the dunes. Oh my gosh, here goes Jerry. He is flying, trying to catch sight. I didn't even know he could run that far or that fast. Little fella's kicking up dust out there. We all had a great afternoon doing this very unexpected bike ride, so it was a really, really fun time. In this next clip, you will see that Jerry and I went hiking at the Pismo Preserve. It's just this nice little mountain hilltop area with a bunch of different hiking trails. Jerry honestly really didn't like it. He thought we should be at the beach, but I thought it was nice to be up in the sun and exercising, getting a nice little hike in, and getting some bird's eye views. The next couple of videos and pictures are just a Mod Podge of our first couple of days here. No real rhyme or reason to what we're up to, but just thought you guys might enjoy. Alright, Jerry's at a new beach, but guess what? They still got sticks, and he still loves it, so. I was a little worried because Jerry loved the front porch at the last house so much, but here he is just really soaking up the rays at his new balcony deck. So don't worry about Jerry.